Every curve, every line, meticulously sculpted to evoke a sense of harmony and balance. Crafted with the exact precision, not only enhances its durability, but also shows a sense of refinement that's unmistakably Fuji. It's not merely a tool, but a companion on the journey of creative expression, inspiring photographers to see the world anew with every click. The Fuji X100VI is where form meets function and innovation meets elegance. A masterpiece of design, poised to capture the essence of life's moments, one frame at a time. How do you like that ridiculous intro? Today we're shooting with the X100VI. We're gonna get some environmental portraits, and we're gonna see if this camera can live up to the hype that the X100V had. So let's shoot. I'm gonna try and time it so it looks like you're walking through the light. One more, I think we'll get it this time. Nice. I also gotta remember that I'm shooting only JPEG because I can't access any of the RAW files, so we have to nail these shots. If you can stand right at the edge here. I'm still trying to get this composition where we're shooting up into here. Yeah. I'm a little bit closer now too, so. Nice. The leaf shutter on this camera is so quiet. And then looking off out down that direction. Yeah, love it. It's so nice having good eye detection in this camera now. Aren't the colors a vibe?
Yeah, I dig it.
That's Fuji for you right there, the colors. So at first glance, the X100VI looks exactly like the X100V, and that's because they are nearly the same. It's only slightly thicker. The main changes are on the inside because now it's housing a 40 megapixel X-Trans 5 HR sensor and the X Processor 5 that's found in the X-T5 and the X-H2. So this basically doubles the resolution over the X100V, and for the first time ever, it also has 6 stops of in-body stabilization as well. Yeah, you're gonna be looking straight ahead. Nice. I don't know, it still found your eye. It says face detected.
Fuji, we love you.
Even from this distance. This is where I'm gonna switch over to the old 70mm digital teleconverter. I've got it actually set up on the focus ring, so it's kind of like you have a little zoom here. Looking down the street this way. Nice. Now, because the sensor is so much higher resolution, when you use the digital teleconverter, you can actually go to 50mm and get a 20 megapixel RAW file, or jump to 70mm and get a 10 megapixel RAW file, and it's really nice to have. So now you're not just limited to 35mm. This camera still retains that beautiful design of the X100 line, comes in silver or black. It's solid metal construction with nice knurled knobs and dials. It has that tilt-out screen that we saw in the X100V, and it also has that awesome hybrid viewfinder that switches between EVF or OVF if you prefer an optical viewfinder. The one thing I did notice though is that lever to change between the EVF and OVF is slightly different, and they removed the red paint on it. As I mentioned, this camera does have the X Processor 5 in it, and with that comes huge improvements to autofocus. It feels very confident and was super sticky with the eye autofocus, and it also has the new AI subject detection modes as well, just like we've seen in the X-T5. So even when her eye isn't completely visible, it still knows it's a person and stays locked onto her face. Yeah. Wow, you're brave. This is a good cat eye detection autofocus test, because this does have all of the subject detections in here. Look at it drawing a box around him. It's drawing a box around him from that distance. Oh, look at that.
Oh, man.
So I might get you to come out a little bit so we'll a little bit more separation. I love the texture we're getting off this. I think if we're gonna turn back this way, let's keep ourselves like this in the light, yeah. Love it. It's getting a little bright out here. Love it. I'm going to switch to 50mm here because we can do that with the digital teleconverter. That gives us a nice 24 megapixel image. That's a huge advantage to having this sensor. Okay, let's do one leaning back into the wall here.
Back?
Yeah. I want to switch it off to like a classic negative, or we could try that new Reala Ace, I guess. Let's try that. Do you want to kind of like lean forward so your hair kind of flows out? Yeah. And look towards the car there, yep. I'm gonna do one with the 70mm teleconverter. Love it. Yas. Check this out. See what I mean with the hair flow?
I like that.
Do I have the screen brightness set to its highest because it looks kind of dim? Or is it just because we're standing in the brightest sun ever? So by the time you're watching this video, we're gonna be in Japan for the launch of this camera, and I'll be making another video on this camera while I'm there on just like street photography. So we're doing portraits now, but we will be doing some more street photography stuff. So I'm gonna get on a low angle and I'm gonna kind of shoot up. I'm gonna try and get full body.
Yes, sir. Stay right here.
Yeah. Love it. Okay, so I like I love the two hands in the hair. It's like, I'm gonna get a little closer here. We're gonna punch in with our 50mm teleconverter. So looking straight into camera for this one. I kind of liked when you look down to your left. That was nice. Your good side.
A good side.
When it comes to video capabilities, it's very impressive. It can shoot 4K 60p, can shoot 6.2K up to 30 frames per second. It can shoot 4K HQ, which is oversampled 4K that looks crispy, and that's all 10-bit 422 internal. It has F-Log, F-Log2, and it still has that awesome handy 4-stop electronic ND filter, just like the X100V had. Now, as I mentioned, it does have in-body stabilization, and I found it to be pretty useful for handheld shots, but once you start moving, it's a little bit more jarring, but it will be very useful for low-light photography, especially when using slower shutter speeds. Overall, this is a nice bump in resolution and performance without straying too far from what makes the X100 such a popular camera. It's packing in some serious performance in such a small little camera body. Oh, I also forgot, it can shoot 11 FPS mechanical shutter and 20 FPS in electronic shutter when it's doing burst. And of course, it has all 20 film simulations as well as the newest one, Reala Ace. So I was curious if the lens could actually resolve 40 megapixels because it's the same lens found in the X100V. Now, I know they updated it in that camera to the Mark II, but this is a big jump from 26 megapixels. And clearly it can handle 40 megapixels because this thing is laser sharp wide open at f2 and it looks incredible. I have no idea if this camera will be as popular as the X100V, and over the last couple years that camera blew up to be one of the most popular sought after Fuji cameras ever. But personally, I feel like this is way better in every single way, so I hope you get your money together because this is going to go on sale next month and you're going to want to be first in line for that pre-order.
All right, that's it. That's the X100VI, thanks to Clarissa. I hope you guys enjoyed the shoot. We got some really awesome shots with this camera. And yeah, I'll be in Japan shooting with this again. We'll have another video on it. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs down twice. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. What are you talking about? What is this thing in my way here? That's great.
That's sick.
That's great. What are you doing? You have such a good hairline. It's like, let's compare hairlines.
I have a
My hairline is so receding now because I feel like there's a car coming at us. Here, hold this and say, I love you, Fuji.
I love you.
I want to feel it like it's from the heart.
I love you, Fuji.
Not aggressive enough.